Donald Trump is not even in office yet, and Democrats are already demanding an investigation into his early decisions. Senator Elizabeth Warren and Congressman Elijah Cummings want the Government Accountability Office to investigate him and investigate the perceived disarray of the president-elect's transition effort, that's their word, and whether it has affected his ability to serve the public. Joining us now for reaction, attorney Brunell Donald-Kyei, the former vice chair of diversity outreach for Donald Trump, and Democratic strategist Scott Levinson. Good morning to both of you. We appreciate you joining us. I wonder, Scott, if I can first ask you, what do you think about this idea of investigating Donald Trump before he takes office?
And I think Democrats and the 2 million more Americans who voted for Hillary Clinton care deeply about civil liberties. They care deeply about the Constitution. They care deeply about conflict of interest. Until this date, we still don't even know what President-elect Trump's income tax looks like, what his business investments are. It's not clear when we expect scorpions to act like scorpions, and Donald Trump has made it clear he aggressively uses the tax code for his own benefit. Where is it going to stop? Will he, now that he gets the chance to rewrite the tax code, use it to his business profit benefit? I think Americans care whether he's using the U.S. government as personal piggy bank. Where does it stop? Does he turn the White House into an Airbnb? Does he turn the White House into another Trump hotel? He's already made it clear to government institutions and foreign governments that they should use Trump hotels. I think Americans care about this. I think we got to look and see where his business is personally profiting.
Let's hear the other side right there.
God bless you and God bless America. First, what I would say is this. See, the Democratic Party on November 8th, I think they still have not realized something. Donald J. Trump is the president-elect of the United States. And basically what has happened, the dividing, all the attacks, everything that they tried to do during the campaign and failed is the same road that they're going down now.
Answer the question.
To failure. I am answering the question.
So when are we going to address his conflict of interest? When are we going to address his conflict of interest, Brunell?
There's absolutely no conflict of interest.
Why won't he disclose all his business holdings?
Excuse me, sir. I think I allowed you to talk. The president-elect has said that he's going to put his assets into a blind trust, that his children are going to be running that business. That is what is going to happen. We have until January 20th, 2017.
He said quite the opposite. That's just not true.
In order to make that happen. And so what I'll say to you is this: the attacks, the dividing, the disrespect of our president is un-American, and you lost the election because
There's nothing un-American about following the Constitution. There's nothing un-American about holding the president-elect to the rules of the Constitution, to the rules of conflict of interest that are in the Constitution.
All right, I want to bring...
You're a lawyer, you know better.
Okay, I want to bring Brunell on another point, which is that Dr. Ben Carson initially was assumed that as a brain surgeon, he'd be up for Health and Human Services Secretary. Instead, we're now hearing he might be the Housing and Urban Development Secretary. He's somebody who grew up very poor in Detroit. He's talked about pulling himself up by his bootstraps. Brunell, do you think this is something that can help bring people together and might make a difference in the inner cities if, in fact, he takes that job?
I do believe that it will. Dr. Ben Carson has a lot of love from not just black people, white people, Hispanics, Arabs. He has a lot of good stock in America. And we believe, you know, he's got a brilliant brain. We all know that. And I believe that him growing up the way he did, with the hardships, with the hurt, with the problems and the struggles, he has a firsthand, understanding of what people in a lot of these poor communities, violent communities are going through. And so I believe that he's going to take that into leadership. I believe that he is a good, excellent pick.
Okay, Scott, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. What do you think?
Okay, so for people who don't want to do identity politics, it sure sounded like identity politics by code to me. Competency is what should drive these selections. Love is important, and we appreciate that Dr. Carson has love for him for the inner city and the country, but competency, experience in running federal governments, that's probably a more appropriate criteria for these selections.
He's competent, very competent, and blessed. And I know that he's going to do a great job for our inner cities and for our president-elect.
We're blessed to have you both here with us the day after Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
God bless you.
Thank you. It's going to continue offline as well, I'm sure. Thank you.